Sampurna ma'am. Ma'am, you're welcome.
So
and I'd like to read about Sampurna ma'am. Being in the education line for more than 2 decades has given her a magical wand to read in and out of students' behavior. She had always aspired to become a facilitator and be instrumental in helping people tread on the right path. This led her to take up psychology as a main subject and choose a career that would give her the opportunity. She has been with Amity Group of Schools for more than 15 years and has been conducting webinars for CBSE educational institutions and has been unstoppable since then. With a passion for poetry and music, she leaves no stone unturned to enjoy a game called life. We introduce to you Sampurna Satpathy. We welcome you, ma'am. A very warm welcome from all of us, and we so look forward to hearing you again.
Thank you so much, Bhavna ma'am, for the warm welcome. So am I good to start?
Yes, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much. I will, share my screen after a while. But before that, I would, like to address my audience, a bigger audience this time. I'm so glad to see. I haven't turned on my camera. Yeah, I think everything is fine now, right?
We have 31 people with us.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
That's nice. That's a very good thing to know. I was quite surprised that from the meek 13 that we usually always gather up for all meetings. This time we are almost double the number. So it's good to have all of you around. Thanks once again to you, Bhavna ma'am, for the kind introduction. Greetings to all of you on the other side of the screen. Hope all of you are in good health and in high spirits. I know you have a long day to go, but please bear with us. We are helpless at some point. And here we meet again with another important topic from the syllabus. And I'm sure all of you would be a little hard pressed for time right now because of the board marks entry, classes in full swing, assessments, etc., to keep us all tied up. But nevertheless, let's make the best use of this platform that has been given to us by our kind chairperson ma'am and Anita ma'am and Bajpayee sir, who actually provide us with such platforms every now and then on a regular basis to carry out such webinars, which, yes, is very helpful in aiding us brainstorm and come out with the strategies we can apply and employ in our teaching, keeping students' benefit in mind, of course. And yes, we also evolve in the process. There's no denial about the fact that teachers and educators have the most profound, am I not audible? Barkha ma'am?
Ma'am, you're audible. I'm putting a message for Barkha ma'am. Maybe she's got a network issue.
Right.
We can hear you, ma'am.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. There's no denial about the fact that teachers and educators have the most profound impact on the lives of the students. It is we who have embarked on this noble, sometimes tiresome, but always rewarding venture of sensitizing our students, not only to deal with the most pressing demands of life, but also instilling in them the right kind of values too. But for that, we need to keep ourselves updated and refreshed so that we can pass on the baton to our students. I think this is the essence, the current meeting or session, the PDP sessions, have been planned out. And the topic life skills is not only the need of the hour for students, but for everyone of us in such trying and testing times. And I am no expert here, so I would request all of you to please wholeheartedly participate in the discussion and contribute with your valuable suggestions and feedback. I would, much appreciate that. I would just begin with a small story. An eagle knows when a storm is approaching long before it breaks. It will fly to some high spot and wait for the winds. When the storm hits, it sets its wings so that the wind will pick it up and lift it above the storm. Look at the skills an eagle, possesses. While the storm rages below, the eagle is soaring above it. The eagle does not escape the storm. It simply uses the storm to lift it higher. It rises on the winds that bring the storm. All of us experience storms in our lives, and when they come upon us, we can rise above them by our determination, skills, and of course, our daunted faith in the Almighty, of course. The eagle story here I just narrated provides us with a powerful lesson not to hide our heads in the sand like the ostrich does when we see problems approaching us. We must act like the eagles. We must be realistic since life is not a bed of roses. Storms will enter our lives and we must find ways to use them to rise higher in life. So it's all about adjusting and adapting to new demands and being skilled to face life's challenges. So since most of us here are teaching class 11th and 12th students, our target group of students would be the adolescent group. So our mission should be and our effort should be to create learners who are equipped with accurate, objective and scientific knowledge, attitudes and values, enhanced life skills. These will help young learners to make informed decisions, solve problems, think creatively and critically, communicate effectively, build healthy relationships, empathize with others, cope with challenges, and manage their lives in a healthy and productive manner. See, just a number of skills and look at the effect it has on look at the difference it would make in our dealing with the challenges of life. Therefore, our vision should be nurturing, aware, responsible, and empowered learners. For this, we need to understand the psychodynamics of the adolescents. How they think, what they think, why do they think the way they do. The more we understand them, the greater is the likelihood of dealing with them in a sane and positive manner. If we keep the characteristics of adolescents in mind, we can provide an atmosphere conducive to learning for all of them. Young people hold the promise of our future. They are our demographic force. Working with and helping young people have always been a priority across times and cultures. But the changing times have challenged us in exceptional ways to find ways to protect and empower our young people to live and become happy, healthy adults. The life skills approach is one such approach that promises to contribute to the well-being of our young and empowers them to meet the many challenges of life. With this, I would like to share my screen and start with my presentation. Just give me a second. Yeah. Is the slide visible? Can one of you just guide me, Bhavna ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. Right, so I, Sampoorna Satpathy, welcome you to the PDP on life skills. And it's going to be a 90 long minute session. So gear yourselves up, right? Okay. Some of these quotes on life skills, which I really appreciated, and I thought I should, share with all of you. And the one that actually, left an impact on me was the one given by Sir APJ Kalam, where he says, "Don't read success stories. You will only get a message. Read failure stories, you will get some ideas to get success." I really loved that, so I thought I would read it out to you. Just to apprise you about the flow of the session of the 90 minutes that I have with you. First, I'm going to introduce life skills the way I do to my students. So I'm just going to share what I do. Please pitch in. Please feel free to add your pool of sources with the whole audience. And then I'm going to talk about some techniques and strategies that can be applied while teaching life skills. I have a few short snippets videos also that I'm going to share with you. Although not many, I could gather a few sample questions that often come in the CBSE question papers and the board papers. And then definitely, this is the best part, I'm going to look forward to your feedbacks, and then we can have an open discussion. Right, so this is how the flow of the session is going to be. Okay, so the first question comes to our mind is why life skills teaching in school should be given importance or is crucial. Number one, yes, to improve our mental well-being and of course make us more aware of what we are, our strengths and weaknesses, so that we can enhance our strengths and we can work upon our weaknesses. Right? So learning life skills helps young people understand who they are and what they want out of life. Moreover, young people grow more aware of their own struggles and those of the people around them. In fact, this is really alarming. When I came across the statistics, I was really, I myself was very concerned. In fact, a study by the APA, the American Psychological Association, found that teens' average stress level was 5.8 on a 10-point scale, much higher than the ideal score, which has to be around, which is around 3.9. So by becoming aware of this, young people are better equipped to handle what they are going through and recognize when they need help. The average high school student has oodles of real life responsibilities to deal with. So between juggling homework, extracurriculars, trying to maintain a social life, parental demands, social demands, peer demands, self pressure, so it actually becomes too much for them to handle. Right? Therefore, the relevance, the importance of life skills come into the picture. One very fascinating fact that I came through and I thought I should share with all of you. In Japanese schools, students don't get any exams until they reach the 4th grade. Why? It's because the goal for the first 3 years of school is not to judge the student's ability to memorize, which we generally end up doing, but to establish good manners and to develop their character. Japanese scholars teach manners first and foremost. This is something that we need to, realize the importance of and probably, bring it into our education system too, right from the beginning.
Hanji?
And not with. Does anybody wish to say anything? Okay, right. Not only the educators, it is also the employers. 94% of the employers look for life skills in the new recruits, they wish to take into their company or organization. They say more than the academic qualifications, we want the person that we are recruiting to be, equipped with life skills. Okay, so this is the importance and relevance of the set of skills that we need to empower ourselves with. Okay, so that brings me with the first video that I wish to share with all of you. Now, this is a speech that Michelle Obama gives to the graduating students. Very, very inspiring and motivating. So I would just share it with you. Just a second before I forget to. Right. Please bear with me. Yeah. Is the audio okay, Bhavna ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the audio and video both okay? Working fine?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, neither. Right now,
Okay.
we can neither see nor hear.
Okay. I'll just share it once again. Oh, I forgot to switch on. It's been 2 years and I've yet to learn the gimmicks.
No problem, ma'am. We are all learners. No issues.
So sorry about that. I think it should be fine now. Just play it from
So I'm not asking what are you going to do.
Is it
Yes,
okay
ma'am,
now? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Both audible and visible.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm asking you about how you plan to live your life every day. How are you going to respond when you don't get that job you had your heart set on? For all of you who are going to be teachers, what are you going to do if the students in your class next year just don't respond to your lessons? For all of you going into business, how will you react when your boss gives you a goal that feels way too high? See, these are the moments that define us. Not the day you get the promotion, not the day you win Teacher of the Year, but the times that force you to claw and scratch and fight just to get through the day. The moments when you get knocked down and you're wondering whether it's even worth it to get back up. See, those are the times when you've got to ask yourself, who am I going to be? And I want to be clear, this isn't just some vague platitude about building character. In recent years, we've actually been seeing a growing body of research that shows that skills like resilience and conscientiousness can be just as important to your success as your test scores or even your IQ. For instance, West Point cadets who scored high on things like grit and determination were more likely to complete basic training than those who ranked high on things like class rank, SAT scores, and physical fitness. So what we're seeing is that if you're willing to dig deep, if you're willing to pick yourself up when you fall, if you're willing to work and work until your weaknesses become your strengths, then you'll develop a set of skills that you can mold and apply to any situation you encounter, any job you might have, any crisis you might confront. But you got to make that choice. And let me just share just a little secret before I end. As someone who has hired and managed hundreds of young people over the course of my career, whether it was during my time as a lawyer, as an administrator, as a university, a nonprofit manager, even now as First Lady, I have never once asked someone I was interviewing to explain a test score or a grade in a class. Never. I have never once made a hire just because someone went to an Ivy League school instead of a state school. Never. What I have looked for is what kind of person you are. Are you a hard worker? Are you reliable? Are you open to other viewpoints? Have you stepped outside of your own self-interest to serve others? Have you found a way to serve our country, whether in uniform or in your community? Again and again, I have seen that those are the qualities that I want on my team, because those are the qualities that move our businesses and schools and our entire country forward. And just understand this. Those are the qualities that you all already embody. They're the values you learned from your parents, from the communities you grew up in. And today, more than ever before, that's what the world needs.
I found it quite relevant to the topic I was going to speak on, so I thought I would share with you. I'll just share my PPT once again. Right. So not only in the US, not only in Japan, I think all over the globe, people have and are realizing the importance of life skills and the difference that they make in one's life in dealing with the everyday challenges that are, yes, definitely a part of our lives. Right? Okay. So I have the small ice-breaking activity for all of you. I request all of you with folded hands to please participate. It's going to be fun. Okay, so I'm glad that I have so many participants. So the special educators, the counselor, you can all group up with your subject teachers and compile the work that's going to be given to you. Okay, so we'll have to hypothetically imagine that the psychology department across Amity has been given this duty of arranging a party. And yes, there has been some amount sanctioned to us to take care of all the arrangements. So what I have done is I have divided the work that I want each branch to be doing on the activity given to you, on the heading that is given to you. Okay, so you can collaborate, coordinate with each other, make some noise, talk to each other, be in the action mode, and at the end I'm going to give you 8 to 10 minutes. 10 minutes would be too much, I think. 7 to 8 minutes, and after that I'm going to ask each one of you as to how did you come out with the final taking up the final decision, and what are the skills you applied to reach that decision. Okay, so please, earnest request for your participation, and here it goes. If I have missed out any branch, there's a blank over here, so you can choose out of them. So Amity Saket, you'll have to take care of the menu. Push Vihar has to take care of the venue decor. Noida has to prepare an invite, whether it's going to be a virtual invite or invite on a card. That's up to you. Gurgaon 46 has to take care of the budgeting. So Bhavna ma'am, lot of workload on you. So Gurgaon 43, Vipula ma'am and your team, you'll have to take care of the venue booking and reservation. Sonam, you'll have to take care of the photography, videography. I know you're very good at that. The Lucknow branch can decide on a theme for the party. Mayur Vihar would decide about the music and DJ. And if I've missed out any other branch, you can take up the responsibility of deciding on the return gifts and the dress code. Okay, so the bottom line is we have been sanctioned an amount of 5 lakhs for 200 guests. So it's going to be only the psychology department, the privileged one, with all the heads of Amity. So that's going to be 200 guests we are going to prepare the party for. Okay, so your time, it's 11:23 by my watch. So 11:30, I think.
Sampoorna ma'am, how are you expecting us to communicate? On call or on breakout rooms, or how?
Any way you wish to, whatever is convenient. Call would be preferable, or else you can use the chat box to communicate, or else use the group to text each other, whatever suits you. You can have it here also. I mean, everybody can first go to Bhavna ma'am and get your amount sanctioned from her, and then probably work on your, the work assigned to you. If you don't mind, you can have your videos on also. Let's see people in action. It's just a fun activity. Thank you, Lavanya ma'am. How are you? How's your fracture?
I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Divya ma'am. Very good.
So we have Suman ma'am asking us, since we will have 2,500 rupees as the budget per person, they'd like 500 right. for food per person.
That's up to her to decide. And if you are,
but that's also up to us to allocate, right?
Yes. You have all the freedom. Suman ma'am, you're on mute mode.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
500 is all right per person for food.
That's up to you. That's up to you.
Bhavna ma'am, are you sanctioning it?
Suman ma'am, please give me a moment. I have to consult my team.
Sure.
Very good. You can just, note down a few 3 to 4 skills that you are applying over here.
Sampurna ma'am, I just wanted
Yes.
to know that considering that I've been allotted the photography and the videography
Right. So
part, so I need to.
how are you going to decide on who to appoint? What instructions
Exactly.
are you going to give? So you will have to work on that. And
Okay.
what all important moments that you wouldn't want the photographer to miss out on, rather
All
capture,
right.
right?
All right.
Ma'am, also, our school, we are doing a video call right now.
Uh-huh.
Right, so I'm putting everything on mute.
Very good. Okay, thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes, Divya, ma'am.
AIS Lucknow is given the task to choose a theme. So,
Right.
I mean, do I need to consult with ma'am for the same?
Ma'am, as in, if you have any co-teacher, you
Yes.
can, yes, please work together. It's a teamwork. Yes, Lavanya, ma'am.
Yes, Divya ma'am, since you are choosing the theme and I'm in charge for the venue decor, we could probably discuss together and
Loved it. Very
so that the
good.
theme and the venue decor could go together.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Right. This is how it works. Very good. Perfect. Good going.
Excuse me, Bhavna ma'am. I need to know the budget for.
Yes, ma'am, I am discussing it with my team because we have to allocate money to each team.
Yes, all right. We'll wait for you.
Very good. I can see some serious action being, taking place. Excellent. Excellent, girl.
I think Sampurna ma'am, I will have to get in touch with almost all of them at the end of it because photography is something that I would like. If there's a
Why
particular
not?
menu that
There's
is being
nobody who's going to stop
presented.
you from that. Yes, please communicate with the others.
No, I'm just giving you my plan of action, like when
Ah,
they're done with deciding everything, because I think that would also be an important aspect of the party,
why
where
not? Yes,
wherein people should know what is the menu, and that should be documented in terms of
exactly.
either
Go
video
ahead, go
or
ahead, go
photography.
ahead, Sunam ma'am. Go ahead. How about the others? Aparna ma'am, Priyam ma'am, the Mayur
Yes,
Vihar teachers. How's it going?
I'm making online, I mean e-card.
Very good. Excellent. Very good.
Ma'am, we are from Mayur. We are waiting for the budget to
But
be allotted to us.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Then
okay.
we will
Bhavna ma'am,
decide.
you'll have to quicken. If you have any questions, queries, you can put it up across. So I'll try to deal with them. And if you have anything concrete made, in the form of a card or a picture, please share it on the chat box so that we'll all get to see. I think we have only 1 minute to go, so I can, extend the time to probably 11:35.
कड़ी अभी कुछ नहीं करना यार, कड़ने दो उसको। हाँ, कड़ेगी नहीं तो कड़ी कैसे बनेगी?
We are coming over for the kadi, ma'am.
Sorry.
Very good. There is some serious business happening. Anybody who requires any
Can
kind
we
of
request all the departments to put in the requirement in the chat box, and then we can negotiate?
Excellent, Bhavna ma'am. Brilliant. Wonderful critical thinking.
Bhavna ma'am, how much do we allocate for reserving the venue?
Lavanya ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
can we, put forward our theme in front of ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I can do that.
Yeah, if you're ready, Lavanya ma'am, you can put it if it's in the form of a picture or something which you can share with all of us. We would love to see.
Yes, ma'am. Divya ma'am, would you like to share what theme could we suggest?
Ma'am, yes, but somehow I am not able to see the chat box. In my laptop as well as in my phone. So if
Um,
you could just,
my number, so you
Sonam
can
ma'am, you
send
have
it
been
to me
granted
and I'll post it.
10,000K, 10K for your photography, videography. Don't you think that's a
Divya
little
ma'am, I've
less?
sent the number.
It's okay. Very good. Okay. Good.
Poona ma'am, I know, but we're on a budget.
Oh, I know. So sweet. You're
So,
taking, being in sync with the allotment given.
yeah, I've been very modest.
Lavanya
Very
ma'am,
good.
are you trying to, you've put in a number in the chat box?
Ma'am, I put my number so that Divya ma'am and I can connect on phone. Since her chat box is not working, so I'll send her theme idea.
Sunita ma'am, what is your expectation? Kindly state your expectation.
So confused. What kind of a DJ and music is?
See, looking at the theme, looking at the gathering, ma'am, you'll have to decide. That's a decision that you'll have to take.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Consider
Lavanya
all
ma'am,
the
there's a
factors.
number in the chat box. What is that number for?
Which one, Bhavna ma'am? Lavanya ma'am's
She's
number?
put a number.
That's her phone number. She's, communicating with the teacher she has to work along with. So she
Okay.
didn't have Lavanya's number, so she has shared it on the chat box.
Right. I thought that was for us. So Sunita ma'am, can you tell us what is your requirements? We can negotiate.
My goodness, there's negotiation happening. Excellent. Great skills of budgeting,
So
negotiating.
when ma'am asked us for an X amount, I think in Amity we can do with a lot less. We have so many, functions we conduct every now and then, and I'm sure in a lesser amount we can provide much more.
Great, Bhavna ma'am, if you end up
from
saving some amount, that will be great. We can have a party behind the scene as well. Good. I really appreciate your participation, all of you. Great to see you actually, get into the mode of, doing something and coming up with your own decision. Bhavna ma'am, is the budgeting done?
Ma'am, we are working on it. We will share our screen in 2 minutes.
Very good. Okay, so Sunita ma'am has already shared the theme. It's going to be retro, famous personality, and cartoon character. I love that. Very good. Excellent.
So that appears like 3 themes, maybe 2.
Two. Retro.
Wonderful.
So we'll stick to retro and famous personality.
Right, ma'am.
Famous personality being from the retro era.
So for the theme, Sunita ma'am, I'm assuming that you will only require money for the decor.
I think we are running short of time. There's only 1 minute left, teachers.
Right, ma'am.
Please hurry up. Be ready. Okay, Lavanya ma'am, you're ready with your... Lavanya ma'am, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So Divya ma'am and I were thinking about the theme, and we picked up from what Sunita ma'am has also suggested.
Right.
So the theme is going to focus on famous personalities who've given a contribution in the academic area. So our theme is going to be centered around that, and I'll
Very
also
good.
send you some picture references as to how we're planning to do that.
Excellent. Great job, Lavanya ma'am. And if you can just, tell us about the skills that you put in use while coming or deciding on whatever you did.
So Divya ma'am and I had a very open conversation
God,
where we
that is
listened to
so
each other's ideas. So I
Okay.
think
Communication.
good communication, clear communication
Excellent.
worked
Ma'am,
here.
group work.
Very good. Teamwork,
Group
group work.
And then decision making. We after
Excellent.
choosing like the decide we ma'am
Out of the
suggested few ideas and we selected three two
Fantastic.
out of that.
Great job. Yes.
And I think
Very
ma'am,
good.
problem solving also was something which we used.
Bingo, bullseye, bullseye. Yes, it all started with a problem that you were all assigned with, isn't it? So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
solved the problem and came up with the result. I love the themes, Lavanya ma'am. Okay, photography, 10,000. Is any other branch ready with your ideas? Your decision?
Ma'am, we have also allocated money to food and venue.
Okay.
Ma'am, very less
Yes.
money for food. 200
Oh
rupees.
my God.
So,
Suman ma'am, you're an
like-
excellent cook. You'll manage something, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am. We are ready with the menu.
Right.
But I think according to the budget, we need to cut down a little more.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to know what the menu
Yeah,
is?
yeah. Please share, ma'am. We can all have it virtually, if not in the true sense.
So we thought because it's a informal sort of a party of the psychology department, so keeping that theme in mind, we thought we will start with a welcome drink, which is going to be like a virgin mojito. Then
Right.
we can have a spring roll or a chili paneer as a starter,
Mhm.
and we can have noodles or fried rice with Manchurian, and
Okay.
for dessert we can have fruit cream.
Wow, my mouth is watering. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Very good. Fantastic. Okay, so venue decor requirements, books, chalkboards, flowers, table mats, tables, chairs, and miscellaneous. Okay. Thank you, Lavanya ma'am. Any other branch which is ready?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. AIS 43 Gurgaon.
Yeah.
So I and Vipula ma'am have discussed. We have had communicated. We had talked, to many of the providers nearby for the venue.
Right.
But finally, we could think of. We could rather finalize these people. The Power Grid MP Hall, which becomes very very affordable for us. So I can
Okay.
spare some budget here for
Very
other
good.
things. So
Okay.
I get it only for 25,000.
Excellent.
So, however,
And you have
budget
saved
was
the
1 lakh.
allotted
So I
from. Oh, very good. So you have saved some amount from the allotted, money that you were given.
budget.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Great skill.
Yes. So I had discussed with many of the providers about the facilities that they are providing. Do they have separate areas for food, party, and then even cocktail mocktails?
Right.
So I
Can you
found
just
this place to
specify
be
which
suited
skills
enough.
did you, make use of while, talking
Yes,
to the providers?
I'm so sorry, my internet broke. Could you please repeat, ma'am?
I was just asking about the number of skills that you applied to, take a decision, come to a, decision.
Yes, ma'am. So basically, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and then decision making, which included our critical thinking,
Very
critical
good.
logical thinking,
Very
and also communication skills.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh my
And
God, is that
negotiation,
the
of course.
invite? Look at that.
Wow.
Excellent. Wow. Brilliant work, Noida. Excellent. Beautiful. Very good. They've
Ma'am, we are
decided a
adding
date
we are
also.
adding a quote. Ma'am, we are also adding a quote
Adding
along
a
with the
quote.
invite.
Beautiful. And what skills did you apply, Priya ma'am, Aparna ma'am, and Nitika ma'am, I think.
Ma'am, critical thinking, communication.
Okay.
Teamwork.
Okay.
And problem solving.
problem solving also, and time management, ma'am.
Very good. Yes, I think we did overshoot the time limit, but we can afford to do that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bhavna ma'am, that's a wonderful, budget. Have you managed to save any amount for our unofficial, party?
I don't know if some head is missing. We seem to have covered all. If we have covered everything, we are left with some amount, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. So excellent budgeting skills over there and saving skills as well. Okay. Are we missing?
We are left with 70,000 rupees. So I can see Sonam ma'am is asking for a little more money.
Okay.
And so is Suman ma'am. So maybe we can be a little more
generous.
Generous.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Are we have I missed out anyone? How about the DJ and photography?
Ma'am, for music and DJ, we had a word with our Western music department.
Very good.
Yes. So in this way, we have a problem, and we use our problem-solving skills, our interpersonal skills,
Brilliant, ma'am.
decision making, and logical thinking. Also, why to waste money if we have this group in our school?
Yes.
Yes. So we
why outsource it? Very good.
Yes, ma'am. So we use our Kisendo group for
clever
music.
thinking, ma'am. Clever thinking. Very
Thank
good.
you so much.
Very good.
Ma'am, we have 20,000 rupees left for emergency.
Okay, so we can have another, psychology department party after that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very good. Okay, so are we left with any department? Sonam ma'am, how about you?
Ma'am, I think that considering that what skills am I focusing on, I think I was pretty considerate of others to the point that I thought that I can do along with 10,000. But then when I thought that, there is scope, which is why I said that, like if there is money left, then I would like to extend my budget a bit. So, of course, the skill that I incorporated, or maybe I was playing along, was the social skills, where I was being considerate of others, thinking that if I can manage it without it, so let's do that. So problem solving also.
Excellent, excellent work, Sonam ma'am. I, a loud applause to all of you for participating wholeheartedly, for putting in all your resources, collaborating, communicating with each other, getting into serious, decision-making activities, problem-solving activities, interpersonal communication. I mean, the best that we probably have had until now. Right? Thank you so much, teachers, for your participation. Now, why do you think I, made you do this activity? No marks for guessing. Obviously, I wanted to just convey, I'm sure you all must have inferred by now, how important and how frequently do we make use of the life skills, the skills that we already are empowered with. But many a times, we don't realize that yes, the power lies within us, and we need to just bring it to the surface when there is a situational demand. Isn't it? So is the slide being shared? Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So some of the skills, yes, in action that we saw in this activity, of course, effective communication, problem solving to a very great extent, creative thinking, coming up with such beautiful cards and invitations and themes, and list of the budgeting and everything. Yes, definitely requires a lot of creative and critical thinking. Effective interpersonal skills, I saw you exchange numbers and ideas amongst yourselves. Decision making, coping with emotions. Yes, you did not, most of you, yes, were involved wholeheartedly. You did not give up on the idea. You kept your emotional, balance. And of course, self-awareness. Until and unless you were aware of your own strengths, yes, I will be able to do this, you wouldn't have been, right? So I think keeping the importance and relevance of these skills in mind, CBSE has incorporated life skills as a part of Chapter 3, Meeting Life Challenges. Right? And keeping life skills in mind, I think the chapter weightage is 7 marks. We haven't got a revamped mark distribution as of now from CBSE, so we stick to the original and earlier mark distribution, right? So the chapter has about 7 marks. So we can rule out a 6 marker from this chapter. Now, keeping the other, 1 markers, case study, 2 markers, 3 markers, 4 markers in mind, let's discuss and decide, what kind of, what style and what way we can teach life skills to the students so that they leave it leaves a permanent imprint in their mind and probably prepare them for the board examinations, right? So some of the techniques and skills that as teachers, educators, we employ in our classes is role play, brainstorming with the help of games, pair work, teamwork, open discussions, debates, field works, and of course, giving them real life examples. Now, these are the techniques that are usually applied in a classroom setting when we happen to teach life skills to the students. So the first challenge that comes, to us is how do we help them define what life skills are. So taking the help of the definition given by WHO, we can share the definition with the students wherein it defines life skills as the abilities for adaptive and positive behavior that enable individuals to deal effectively with the demands and challenges of everyday life. It could be, the challenge can be as, simple as preparing for a party, or it could be very, very serious as to taking a decision about your career or your life, or your marital life, who to marry, or where to stay, where to invest, many more serious areas. So adaptive means that a person is flexible in approach and is able to adjust in different circumstances. Positive behavior implies that a person is forward-looking and even in difficult situations can identify a ray of hope and opportunities to find solutions. And the 10 core, life skills that are listed by WHO are self-awareness, empathy, critical thinking, creative thinking, decision making, problem solving, effective communication, interpersonal relationships, coping with stress, and managing emotions. Right? Now, coming to this can be a wonderful, bulletin board idea that we can have in our psychology labs or, the room where you teach your students, so that it's there right in front of the students. And every time they walk into that room, they read that they have to inculcate these skills in them. So it gets reiterated and reinforced in them every now and then. Now, keeping, yes, our syllabus in mind, the core life skills that we have been assigned with are the skills of assertiveness, time management, rational thinking, improving relationships, self-care, and overcoming unhelpful habits. I hope I haven't missed out anything. I've taken this from the NCERT that we are following. Right, so I'll take each one of them very, very quickly. Coming to the first life skill, being assertive, it comes naturally to, some, but it is definitely a skill that can be learned. Okay, so being assertive is focusing on your goal, being self-aware, being true to yourself, building self-esteem, nurturing yourself, showing respect to your rights and others' rights as well. And probably the one which is not mentioned over here is the skill and the art of saying no to people. We find it very difficult at times when people come to us with requests. We generally happen to say yes, although it would be taxing on to us. Okay, so being assertive means, yes, having the ability of saying no to people when you don't want to do this. On the basis of this, I have this case study which I found on the net, of course, and it's here. I would like to read it out to all of you. This is about Karen. Karen works for an insurance company. The reason why I'm sharing this is we can make use of these case studies in the form of our, of course, case study based questions. So Karen works for an insurance company on a weekly basis. She finds that certain colleagues ask her to do some of their duties. Karen finds it tremendously difficult to say no. She thinks that it will cause an argument and that she will come across as rude. She also feels that people are taking advantage of her. Her workload is increasing, and this causes her stress levels to rise. She starts dreading going to work, and her self-esteem and confidence are now being impacted on. Okay. After she was trained on the skill of being assertive, Karen learns a variety of techniques that she can apply to her everyday life. She learns that saying no is not ignorance, it's just being assertive. People making requests of her time and effort are just trying to shift their own responsibilities, and this is unfair to her. Now, when Karen is asked to complete another person's task, she does not feel guilty by saying no. She has learned, crucially, that is, how to say no. That was the skill she was taught to inculcate, develop in her. So she uses one of the pre-prepared phrases. I would definitely like to, or I would love to, help you with your work, but I have to take care of my own work as well. So she can now go on and complete her own tasks with ease of mind without feeling guilty of saying no to the other person who's come with the request. If Karen didn't deal with her predicament, then her work performance and health could have been further damaged. It is remarkable how someone's self-esteem can impact on their entire lives. When a person like Karen lost her ability to stand up for herself and she felt powerless. But saying yes, she found that short-term, she lacked guilt and felt helpful. But long-term, she felt resentment and anger as she felt like a pushover. She felt that she was being used. These internal negative thoughts could potentially lead to depressed emotions. So a simple skill like assertiveness, yes, can, bring about a whole lot of difference in how you deal with people and how you deal with the challenges coming to you. This is one, link that you can use to show your students. So I'm not going to share it right now. You can always use it. I think the session is being recorded, so you can make use of this if you feel like. Coming to the second life skill, that's time management. Yes, we all definitely, talk of time management with the students when they don't submit the work on assignments on time. We give, lectures every now and then to them. But what we can, there's a way of, yes, conveying the same idea, but in a more effective and a productive way, which can actually be seen through their action. Okay, so we can talk about setting goals correctly, prioritizing wisely, setting a time limit for everything, taking breaks between tasks, organizing themselves, removing non-essential tasks, and planning, good planning, of course. Now here there's a small story that I would want to share. I'm sure many of you would be knowing this. This is a story of course, a teacher and a group of students, wherein the teacher had a beaker in her hand, and then she would, fill up the beaker with rocks and ask the students, is there scope for anything else to be, put in the beaker? And the students would say, no, it looks, almost full to us. So I don't think there's any scope. And then, the teacher brings pebbles and puts them into the beaker. And the pebbles do fit into the beaker, to the surprise of the students. Again, after filling the beaker with pebbles, the teacher goes about asking the students, is there scope for anything more getting into the beaker? Obviously, the children would say, no, it's completely full, rocks, pebbles, and it's full. Then what the teacher does is brings a sand and puts it into the beaker. Again, the students are left surprised. Then the same question is asked, and the teacher finally, pours in water into the beaker, and the water again fits into the beaker. Right? Now, the rocks here stands or symbolize the most important tasks of your life. And they come down. Pebbles, the lesser important. Sand, the little less important. And water, of course, the least important. And here about, to sensitize the students more, you can ask the students to go in the reverse order. As in, ask the student to take the beaker and fill it up with water first. And then probably sand. And then probably pebbles. What will happen? The water will flow over. So here through the small activity, you are conveying the importance of prioritizing your actions, keeping your plan of actions in such a way wherein you handle and deal with the most important areas first, and then, go in the sequence to the least important, job that is to be accomplished. So this simple activity, which I think can be, conducted in the classrooms, but it will convey a very important lesson of life skill to the students. Right, coming to the third skill that's mentioned in the book, that is rational thinking. I loved this quote, so I put it here. You were born, probably we humans are the, only species who are born with this greatest weapon, that is the, owner of a rational conscious mind. We are owners of a rational and conscious mind. Right, so let's take, advantage of that and make use of this rational thinking while taking decisions. Okay, and this is a flow plan which which we can share with the students as to how do they need to go about while making an important decision in their life. Okay, many a times we make impulsive decisions and we keep regretting about it. So we should discourage our students not to, be impulsive, rather be very, very rational with their thinking and follow these steps while making and taking a decision. They should first go about identifying the problem, then establishing decision criteria, then weighing the decision criteria, then generating alternatives. What are the other different ways that I can reach? Then evaluating each of the alternatives, then coming out or selecting the best alternative available. Okay. Another video that I would like to share over here. Just give me a moment. I hope everything works well. You can please, teachers, audience, please pitch in, please make my session a little more noisy.
Ma'am, we're thoroughly enjoying your presentation.
Oh my God, thank you, Bhavna ma'am. I will just... Just a second, ma'am. Why isn't this going? 1 second, ma'am. I'm struggling bad.
Some people say that.
Ma'am, both audible and visible.
No, it's the same video that I've clicked. I can't see because this bar of giving control presenting is obstructing my view actually. 1 second, मैं थोड़ा इसको minimize करूँ, then probably yes. I'll do one thing. I'll just copy paste again. Sorry, I'm taking a little time. hope it is this. Yes, I was talking of. This is again a story. I think the best way of teaching students, is it visible, audible? Is it not?
Yes, ma'am. It's both visible and audible.
Oh, very
If you
good.
can just, if you can
I'll
just
maximize it. I'll just maximize.
That's it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. Welcome once again to Sharmila's Tutelage. Today I'm going to talk about life skills. Boring, isn't it? It is, because there are n number of videos available online in Google, in YouTube, which talks about 10 major life skills, 5 major life skills,
Sorry, I'm making
15
use of
definite life skills which you should have. But today I'm not going to talk about any of these. I am going to talk about various stories. And after each story, I will talk about one learning that you get out of it. Don't you believe that life is beautiful? Life gives us so much of happiness. The only thing that is needed is to look at life with a correct perspective. Let's start with our first story today, which talks about one major important life skill. Our first story talks about
I'll just make you hear the first story.
Queens.
Please bear with.
The king had 4 wives, 4 queens. The first queen was very beautiful. King used to introduce her as his wife to everyone to show off that, look, my wife is so beautiful. His second wife was very clever. She had intelligence. King used to go to her every time he had any problems. She used to help King with solutions to various problems. His third queen was fond of wearing various clothes and jewelry. Every time the king visited some other place, he used to bring clothes and jewelry for her. She was all happy wearing different clothes and different types of jewelries and show them off. And the fourth queen, she wasn't beautiful. She wasn't intelligent. She wasn't fond of wearing clothes and jewelries. She was very simple. All she knew was to take care of her family. She used to take care of everyone. Once the king fell ill. He was about to die. He didn't want to die alone. He was afraid of dying alone. So he called his first wife, who was very beautiful. He called her and said that, Queen, I have praised you throughout my life. I have introduced you as my wife to everybody, to the world. Will you die with me? I'm scared of dying alone. The queen answered that, no, I don't want to die with you. I have beauty. If you die, I will go to somebody else. He will praise me exactly the way you have praised me. I don't want to die and finish this life. He was hurt. He then called his second wife. Second wife, who was very intelligent and clever. He asked the same question to her. Would you die with me? She said, no. I have wit. I have intelligence. The way I have helped you managing your empire, I'll help somebody else with the same thing. Why would I die when I have intelligence? He was hurt again. He went to his third wife and asked the same question again. Her answer was no as well. She said, I have so much of jewelry, so much of clothes to flaunt, to show off. Why would I die? I won't die with you. King then went to his fourth wife, who was simple in all terms. He went there and asked the same question. Queen, would you die with me? Surprisingly, her answer was yes. She wanted to die. She said, I have spent all my life with you. Why not ending this with you? King realized his mistake then.
Please ignore the
King realized that fourth queen was the one who was ignored in all terms by everybody. But when the final time came, she was the one who stood beside him. Now let's understand the learning out of this story. The first queen here resembles something which is very important in our lives. The first queen resembles our wealth, our house, our car, our jewelry, everything that we buy, everything that we own, and we try to flaunt it everywhere. We love to show it off. It doesn't go with us. We leave it here when we leave this earth. Second queen is the certificates that we earn, it's the knowledge that we gain, it's everything that we acquire and use throughout our life. When we leave this earth, it doesn't go with us either. Third queen resembles our external beauty. We forget that external beauty is subject to decay. We do not remain the same throughout our lives. We decay, our skin decay, our hair decay. It doesn't go with us. The outer beauty doesn't go with us when we leave this earth. The fourth queen resembles our soul, which stays with us, which is born with us, and which goes with us. We usually forget.
So this is a simple story which talks about, you know, the journey of taking a rational decision in life. You know, the king goes to each one of them, finds the advantages, disadvantages, pros and cons, you know, judges them, levels them, and then probably takes a rational and, correct decision in life. And then he realizes that yes, he didn't the person who he kept ignoring and neglecting the whole life actually came to his rescue. So with this simple story, you know, we can teach students about the journey of taking a rational decision in our life. You know, how to weigh the pros and cons, how to weigh the merits and demerits of all the options, alternatives available to us, and then probably come to a decision. So I think storytelling becomes happens to be a very, very effective tool in conveying whatever ideas and concepts that you wish to pass across to your students. Right? Okay. What is this happening? Everything has to go wrong today. Yeah. Okay, so that's about a rational thing. Is the slide visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Yeah, thank you. So here, the fourth life skill that we'll be discussing about is self-care. Okay, and here, as you can see on the slide, are the 7 pillars of self-care, and it is definitely an essential now and always. Okay, so there is again a video that I have, but you can always refer to the link and watch it yourself. I will not take more time. Yes, this is one thing, you know, you can ask the students to make a poster, a chart, and put it in their rooms, and like they keep checking their mobile batteries, they should keep a check on this battery as well, wherein they'll have to keep asking themselves, are you feeling great? Okay, are all your needs getting satisfied? Are you practicing self-care or not? Are you feeling okay? How can you make your day a tiny bit better? Are you struggling? Please practice all the areas that you are suffering in. Focus on that area that you need an improvement in. Are you feeling good? How can you maintain the levels you are currently at? Okay, how can you love on your yourself? Be extra kind to yourself. Pinpoint what's draining you and try to create a boundary, and then do one thing that fills you up. So this is one practice, you know, we can suggest the students to carry out, if not on a daily basis, on a weekly basis at least, so that they exactly know where they lie as far as their life skills are concerned. Okay, the next one is improving relationships. What I generally end up doing is I ask them to make a life skills journal, they make a small assignment sheet leke, they take a folder and they make a life skills journal wherein they keep a note of all the skills that are that they are making use of on a daily and regular basis. So in the life skill journal, I ask them to give the heading as, yes, let's keep a check on our relationship status, pun intended, of course, relationship status. And under that, make certain subheadings like, what qualities do you look for in a positive relationship? What do you do to show that you value a friendship or a family relationship? What makes you feel that someone does not value your relationship with him or her? In case of a discord or disagreement, what measures should be taken so that it does not affect one's relationship? Now, what happens is, on one side, the student happens to write down what he or she actually is doing, and on the other side of the page, you can ask the students to write down what they are actually doing. If they are expecting certain things from the people around them at the personal level, social level, familiar level, are they contributing? Are they doing their bit as well? Okay, so it's a kind of self-evaluation that they keep on doing on themselves, and of course, yes, the people around them. So maintaining this life skills journal on relationship actually helps them to become better on interpersonal skills, definitely, and of course intrapersonal skills as well, because they become aware of what they actually are doing, what they actually need to do. What if they are looking for something in others, they should also start showing signs of the same in their own selves. Okay, so self-realization, self-awareness leads to probably development of these skills in them. So if they go about maintaining this journal, I think it really works on improving their relationship score. There's this one story, I don't think I'm left with time. Again, I leave it up to you to read. It's a story about a brother and sister. I'll just tell it in a nutshell. Siblings are always at daggerheads with each other, isn't it? They always fight with each other, no matter how much love they would be shared having for each other. Outside mein always ladai jhagda. So this happens out to be a story of a brother who is extra, courteous, extra polite with a person who's almost a stranger to him. But when he comes back and he, starts shouting at the sister, the younger sister, for a very petty issue. And then finally, the sister comes up with a card, where she writes, I love my brother, you're the best brother. And that makes the brother realize that, see, I'm being extra good to the ones I don't even know, and I'm not even behaving properly with my own sister. So again, a process of self-realization. Such stories, which have a moral at the end, yes, always work, and they click. I have seen my students, come back to me, the old students, ex-students come back to me and say, ma'am, we remember the story that you narrated to us about this and that. Topic nahi yaad hota unko, but they remember the stories. So it does have, a lasting impact in their minds. Coming to the last, I think, simple habits that will change your life. Yes, definitely need to get rid of the unhelpful habits and inculcate the good habits. How do we help, teach students, convey students that? Of course, yes, share with them with the stages of procrastination, perfectionism, and avoidance. I think these are the three unhelpful habits that are mentioned in our book. So we need to share with them how these can be related to each other, how one can lead to the other unhelpful habit. Okay, so I have the cycle which, yes, can be shared with the students, and it will, help them realize that, yes, this is what, has led me to become probably a procrastinator. So therefore, I need to keep a check on that, right? Okay, so this is all about the life skills that the book has to, talk about. Now, coming to the possible questions that come from this part of the chapter, I'm afraid I tried to, search and look for possible questions from everywhere that I could, but there were very, very few, questions that I could collect, and they are here. Yes. So in the form of 1 markers, we can expect questions like dash is a term used to describe a set of basic skills acquired through learning, and there are multiple options given. The values of life skills are options. Dash are defined as psychological abilities for adaptive and positive behavior, options given. The right answers are given at the right hand side of the page. Time management, getting a job, interview, computer, cooking, driving are what kind of skills? One question which I found was repeated in many of the question papers over the years was, yes, what are life skills? How do we acquire life skills? What are the importance of life skills in our lives? Okay, so these are the few, again, a few more questions that I could, collect. All of the, I'm sorry about the printing quality. All of the following are benefits to teaching life skills to high school students, except, and there are options given. All of the following represent adequate knowledge of a life skill, except, options given. So these can be incorporated in the 1 markers when we make a question paper, right? This was, yes, one of the very important questions. Over and over, multiple times I could see this question being repeated. So describe how life skills can help meet life challenges. The model answer is also there. I picked it up from the net. So we can share this with the students so that they make no mistakes while attempting, questions from this part of the chat. I think we are left with 15 more minutes. Yes, I would appreciate if we have an open house now, wherein each one of you is more than welcome to please, come in with your resources and ideas about how do we go about teaching and developing life skills in students. So I pass on the baton to all of you.
So, ma'am, we have a lot of counselors and special educators from different branches here with us,
right? Yeah.
Who are taking life skill classes with children.
Right.
And I'm sure they'll have lots of ideas to share with us.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead. The stage is all yours. You can all check me, correct me if anywhere anything that I have, said is incorrect, inappropriate. Please feel free to do so. Nobody wishes to say anything.
The counselors who are taking life skills classes, it'll be good to hear.
Yeah, what techniques, what
strategies?
Yes, we can also learn from you.
We have Neetu ma'am who's raised her hand up. Neetu ma'am.
Please, ma'am, please go ahead.
Hi, ma'am. We do take life skills in the primary wing for myself, specifically for class 4 and 5.
Okay.
So I would like to just share my experiences. So as you were talking about stories, and not only in the middle wing or senior wing, I feel that in primary wing kids not only like to learn or listen to different stories, but the moment I tell them, okay, so like when we introduce a topic and I tell them, okay, so what's your story about it? So they are very excited to share their experiences. And when they listen to each other, they kind of connect and relate. And they also realize that, they're not the only ones sailing in the boat. So it's only like yesterday we were doing a topic on jealousy. So I said, okay, so what's your jealousy story? So there were so many of them. who came up with their jealousy story. So if otherwise, if you pinpoint specifically someone, okay, you tell me or you tell me, they would not open up. But it's how you project the idea in front of them, that you're not judging them for anything, and it is okay to feel all of these emotions. So that's how we do it. And the activity that you shared on time management, we exactly do that. Like when we were in physical school, we used to do it practically, but now we show the exact YouTube video, which they really like.
The Pebble story,
also,
ma'am?
Sorry?
The pebble and the stone.
Yes,
story.
yes,
Right.
the pebble one, exactly. Okay. So, the concept of prioritization, because our, class 4 and 5, the children are very young to understand what prioritization is. But that visual and that video, it gives them a clear idea that what is prioritization. In that, we also do one more activity where I ask them to make a list of activities that they do in the entire day, and then segregate those activities which you think that come in the category of using your time wisely, and keep aside the activities that you think they're just time wasters, that you just do to kill your time. That way you will come to know where are you wasting your time and how you can utilize it better.
Excellent, ma'am. Excellent, ma'am. Very good idea. Very good.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I would like
Divya ma'am has also raised her hand.
Yeah, ma'am, please go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I would also like to share my experience of life skill classes. I am taking life skill from nursery to grade 12. Okay. So in most, I like ma'am was sharing that for junior grades, for the junior school, we keep it more of activity based and video based, etc. But when it comes to the senior school, they when we involve them in the experience sharing, it becomes more effective for them to understand. Like I generally give them few situations and I ask them to imagine that if you are in the situation, what you would have done. Like yesterday I was doing this gratitude, I was discussing about gratitude with them. So I made them do an activity where they had to draw 10 objects of their daily life not related to technology. So it was an activity with grade 12. So they were reporting, ma'am, it is very difficult to, think of an object which is not related to technology, because either we are bonded towards our phone or laptop or maybe PlayStation or, anything. So it is a very different kind of experience. And ma'am, time management is something which children also, they report that, ma'am, if you could discuss about time management very often, like once quarterly, I have to discuss about time management, and they keep telling me, the senior school students especially, that ma'am, time management is something which we are lacking of. If you could share some techniques. So in the online classroom system, ma'am, we are basically making use of the YouTube videos, storytelling. So storytelling really helps with the junior grades. It really helps with that. So, but it is a very nice experience to listen to the children. When sometimes they share something which is very eye-opening and which is a very
surprisingly we get to learn many things from them as well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So the learning is two-way process. So I also get to learn a lot from most of the students. So it is a very nice session that I enjoy teaching life skill with
life skills to do. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Yeah, anybody else who wishes to share? I'm sure all of you must be having lots and loads to share about your life skills classes and sessions.
That I would like to add on from my own experience, that students who have mental health issues or emotional issues or any kind of issues, and they have this inhibition in reaching to the counselor, through this life skill classes, that inhibition and that fear, it reduces. So I've seen children who I've seen them that they are having some issues. When I contact them, they would say, no, ma'am, we are absolutely fine and nothing is wrong. But then through this life skill classes, they would come up, ma'am, can you please tell us how to deal with anxiety? Can you please tell us how to deal with the sad mood? And then they become very comfortable, and then they start approaching me that, ma'am, can you take my...
Probably it has been put in their minds that you are being sent to a counselor means there's some problem, issue with you. So that's somehow refraining for them. Yes.
They report that, ma'am, if you have given me a time, or if I have the specific time and they see me in the counseling room, the other students would make fun of me. So that's why I have this inhibition reaching you for my problem. So I think life skill classes is bridging that gap between the counselor and the students.
Correct. True, ma'am. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Any questions? Any queries?
Excuse me, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all. Sunita Singh this side.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a query being a psychology teacher, because life skills, that is what we are talking about. Is there any, can we connect soft skills and life skills? These can be used interchangeably, or these are two different domains?
You can use them interchangeably, ma'am. There is absolutely no, problem in that. Because life skills are such which has a connection with everything and anything probably we do to deal with the everyday situations of our life. So we cannot alienate soft skills and life skills. We have to take them together, and they can go in sync with each other, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Bhavna ma'am, Suman ma'am, you're very quiet.
Ma'am, actually my dog is not letting me do anything today. So, I'm just a little preoccupied there, but I'm definitely here and definitely listening to you.
Bhavna ma'am, any inputs from your end? How about the others?
I was actually hear from our counselors from different branches. We have another hand raised, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
I'm not able to see who's...
because of the bar, the presenting bar.
Whoever's hand is raised, please unmute and speak.
Yeah, please be. Don't wait for...
I was just saying that, I just wanted to conclude it all saying that, considering it's a Saturday and it's a very long Saturday.
Yes.
So it was worthwhile. Specifically, life skills, of course, everybody knows it's pretty intense. Too many things. Sometimes we take it for granted. But I think the activity put it all together, and it was a great ice-breaking thing, which helped us to, which actually put my interest. So Saturday was not, although Saturday was something that I was not looking forward to, but it was worthwhile.
Thank you so much, Sonal. Thank you so much. Can I share a wonderful message that I received on WhatsApp today, which is, very relevant to what we have been discussing, if I may be allowed? Can I read it out from my phone?
Please.
Thank you. So the heading of the message goes as comparisons. Shweta covered a distance of 10 kilometers in 1 hour. Akash covered the same distance in 1.5 hours. Which one of the two is faster and healthier? Of course, our answer would be Shweta. What if we say that Shweta covered this distance on a prepared track, while Akash did it by walking on a sandy path? Then our answer will immediately change to Akash. But when we come to know that Shweta is 50 years old, while Akash is 25 years old, then our answer again will be Shweta. But we also come to know that Akash's weight is 140 kgs, while Shweta's weight is 65 kgs. Again, Akash becomes heavier as in, again, the pun intended. As we learn more about Akash and Shweta, our opinions and judgments about who is better will change. The reality of life is also similar. We form opinions very superficially and hastily, due to which we are not able to do justice to ourselves and others. Opportunities vary, life is different, resources differ, problems change, solutions are different. Therefore, the excellence of life is not in comparing with anyone, but in testing oneself. You are the best. Stay as you are and keep trying your best according to your circumstances. I think with these words, I conclude my session. Thank you so much, everybody, for your wholehearted participation and contribution. Over to you, Bhavna ma'am.
That was such a wonderful ending to your session, Sampurna ma'am. We loved it. And a very nice, wonderful session, like Sonam has just mentioned. We thoroughly enjoyed all the storytelling and the activity and the energizers, and lots to learn from each one of us present here.
Exactly.
We have counselors sharing stories from their lives, and I think it was all in all a great session with lots of takeaways. Thank you so much, Sampurna ma'am, on behalf of Family 46.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you, dear teachers, for being here with us. I have shared the link for session 3 with all of you. Right. So we'll be joining that session in half an hour. That's a different link, and that's on Zoom. So that link has already been shared with all of you. I hope that's clear.
Do we take a picture, ma'am? Yeah, not required.
We've done it in the morning with the same set of student teachers, right, ma'am? Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.